Someone asks you a simple question, "How are you?" And almost automatically you answer, "I'm fine." There is no hesitation and no thought. It is a habit. But if you have become used to hiding your emotions, you may no longer recognize how you actually feel. From the outside, you look okay. You keep working, you keep smiling, and you keep showing up. Everyone around you believes the version of yourself you've put on display. Yet behind that version is someone who is mentally drained and emotionally disconnected, carrying emotional weight that no one else can see. When "I'm fine" becomes your default setting, it stops being a polite reflex and starts becoming a wall between you and your own identity. Most people don't wake up and decide to fake their emotions. It happens gradually, often rooted in a childhood belief that crying makes you weak, or that expressing feelings leads to criticism instead of comfort. If life taught you that everyone depends on you, you learned to be the strong one. Over time, that strength stopped being a choice and became your identity. Without realizing it, you trained yourself to ignore exhaustion and keep moving. Eventually, the question, "How do I really feel?" was replaced with, "What do I need to do to survive today?" This is a form of adaptation. Your mind found a way to protect you. But every survival strategy comes with a price. Occasionally, putting on a brave face is a part of life. The real danger begins when that state becomes permanent. Emotions don't disappear because you refuse to acknowledge them. They remain beneath the surface, quiet, patient, and waiting. Weeks become months, and months become years. Then suddenly you snap over something insignificant because the internal pressure has finally breached the shell. Or you find yourself feeling emotionally empty, even around the people you love, wondering why everything feels strangely meaningless. This sense of emptiness didn't happen overnight. The feelings were always there. You simply became an expert at avoiding them. Our brains are designed to protect us from emotional pain. If opening up once resulted in disappointment, your brain remembers. Instead of expressing sadness, your mind might force you to analyze it. Instead of asking for support, you convince yourself you can handle everything alone. You might become even busier to avoid slowing down, creating a life that looks productive but feels increasingly isolated. People may admire your discipline, unaware of the internal exhaustion you're hiding behind a confident face. When the mind refuses to process stress, the body eventually reacts. You may experience constant fatigue, feelings of restlessness, and difficulty sleeping. Resilience, in this case, is actually exhaustion wearing a mask. You cannot process feelings you have taught yourself to ignore. Being emotionally honest doesn't mean sharing your deepest struggles with every person you meet. It starts with simple honesty. It means saying, "Today has been difficult," instead of "everything's great." It means giving yourself permission to rest without feeling guilty. The most courageous conversation you can have isn't with someone else. It's the one you finally have with yourself. Admitting, "I'm not okay right now," isn't a weakness. It is awareness. And awareness is where healing begins. Your emotions are valid simply because they are yours. You don't have to earn the right to feel, and you don't need to compare your pain to someone else's before you allow yourself to acknowledge it. If you've spent years pretending everything is okay, don't judge yourself. That version of you wasn't failing. It was surviving with the tools it had. But survival is not the same as living. Maybe today is the day you stop performing strength and start choosing honesty. Because carrying the truth is lighter than carrying a mask. If this reminded you of someone, or perhaps yourself, share these words with them. And to understand your mind and master your emotions, subscribe to Brain Library. Every transformation begins with one honest moment, and sometimes that moment starts with admitting, "I'm not fine."